The British Empire. At its height, it ruled over a quarter of the world's population. But it didn't start that way. This is the story of how a small island in Europe built the largest empire in history. In the 16th century, England was a modest kingdom. It wasn't the strongest in Europe. Spain and Portugal were the dominant sea powers. But things began to change under Queen Elizabeth I. Her reign saw the rise of English naval strength. Privateers like Francis Drake raided Spanish ships. The defeat of the Spanish Armada in 1588 gave England confidence. Soon, English merchants looked outward. England's first colonies were in North America. Jamestown, founded in 1607, was the beginning. The English also set up colonies in the Caribbean, seeking sugar and trade. In 1600, the East India Company was formed. It started as a trade mission, but grew into something much bigger. Over time, it would play a huge role in expanding British influence in Asia. The 18th century was a turning point. Britain fought France in a series of global wars. The 7 Years' War gave Britain control of large parts of India and Canada. Trade boomed. Tea, textiles, and spices flowed into British ports. The empire became a network of trade routes and colonies. The British Navy protected its interests across the seas. The Industrial Revolution changed everything. Britain became the world's factory. It needed raw materials and markets. The empire provided both. New colonies were established in Africa and Asia. Railways, telegraphs, and ports connected the empire. British control was now backed by industrial power. By the late 19th century, the British Empire was at its peak. Queen Victoria was crowned Empress of India. The sun was said to never set on the British Empire. It stretched from Canada to Australia, from Africa to Southeast Asia. British culture, language, and systems were exported everywhere. But with size came strain. Resistance grew. In India, the 1857 rebellion shook British control. Ireland pushed for independence. Wars in Africa drained resources. Still, the empire held together. But cracks were forming, and they would only widen in the 20th century. The empire reached incredible heights, but it wouldn't last forever. In the next episode, we'll look at how resistance, war, and revolution brought the British Empire to an end. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more episodes in our Empires and Uprisings series.